Good morning to all. Welcome to Splendid Leading. Today we have a discussion on management concepts. Firstly, symbolic communication. It means that communication which involves a shared message between the sender and the receiver. The examples of symbolic communication include speech, sign language, writing, print or braille, picture communication systems, and tactile. PDCA stands for plan, do, check, act, or adjust. Accordingly, the concept of BDCA is related to a process of continuous improvement that must be applied in the four stages, performed cyclically with the aim of making products or processes better and faster. ISO 14004 is an auditing standard that provides guidance on how to develop and implement an environmental management system. Annual Operations Planning AOP. Decoding. The decoding of a message is how an audience member is able to understand and interpret the message. It is a process of interpretation and translation of coded information into a comprehensible form. Approach avoidance conflict. It arises when a goal has both positive and negative aspects, and thus it leads to approach and avoidance reactions at the same time. Kurt Lewin introduced this concept of avoidance, referring to two competing forces of positive and negative balance that act upon an individual in parallel. Authority. In simple words, it is the right way of commanding subordinates, issues orders and instructions, and exacting obedience from the team. It is also the right of the manager to make decisions, and to act or not to act depends on how he perceives the objectives of the organization. Six Sigma is a process that makes the use of statistics and data analysis to analyze and reduce errors or defects. In this process, the purpose is to improve the cycle times while reducing manufacturing defects to no more than 3.4 defects per million units or events. Delegation, it means the transfer of responsibility for specific task from one person to another. From a management perspective, delegation occurs when a manager assigns specific tasks to their employees. What is system approach? It means the management perspective which advocates that any business problem should be seen as system as a whole, which is made up of an hierarchy of subsystems. So rather than seeing the problem in parts, it should be seen as whole. Decentralization is referred to as a form of an organizational structure where there is the delegation of authority by the top management to the middle and lowest level of management in an organization. Staffing is an operation of recruiting the employees by evaluating their skills and knowledge before offering them specific job roles accordingly. Definition of decentralization: the concentration of power in a central authority that had previously been delegated to regional and local authorities. Encoding: the communication process begins when the source or sender selects words, symbols, pictures, and the like to represent the message that will be delivered to the receivers. This process is known as encoding. Involves putting thoughts, ideas, or information into a symbolic form. ISO, International Organization for Standardization, is a worldwide federation of national standard bodies. ISO is a non governmental organization that comprises standards besides from more than 160 countries, with one standards body representing each member country. 5S system. 5S is a 5-step methodology for creating a more organized and productive workforce applied in the organizational structure. Sort, straighten, shine, standardize, and sustain. The 5S methodology serves as a foundation for deploying more advanced lean production tools and processes. Techniques of decision making. The cost benefit analysis, the decision tree, the heuristic method, tiered voting system, pros and cons list, game theory, brainstorming, Delphi method, and linear programming. Span of control, it is also called span of management, is a term which used in business management, particularly human resource management. The term refers to the number of subordinates or direct reports a supervisor is responsible for. The types of communication includes written, oral, interpersonal, verbal, non-verbal, visual, and body signage. Even listening also one form of communication. Thank you.